Hell's ranch hand, king of the infernal frontier. Welcome, wanderers, to the edge of the unknown, where the very air trembles with forgotten truths and unspeakable horrors. You know, cattle out here don't just moo. They whisper secrets of the abyss, and I reckon they know things about folks that even the stars don't want to hear. You ever seen a shadow that's a little too long, or felt the ground tremble just before the world starts to forget you? Folks think I'm just a simple ranch hand, but I've got my hands in the soil of existence itself. Every laugh I share is just a reminder that the darkness is never too far behind. But don't you fret none, I'm just here to chat. Tonight, as the shadows stretch and writhe like secrets buried deep in your mind, I reckon you've come to take its Halloween revelry. Just a reminder, the veil between worlds is as thin as a whisper, and the echoes of the lost call out to us all. Hope you're ready for the things that go bump in the night, because they might just be longing for your company. I trust you've had a frightfully delightful time, filled with chills that claw at your very soul. I'll be watching from the corners of your dreams, just waiting for our paths to cross again. Until then, keep your lanterns lit and your fears close, because you never know when the darkness might come calling.
Welcome to the Numeric Workshop from WVPL 76. This program is brought to you by Lady Red Productions, the Bear Digs Corporation, and a generous grant from the Night Owl Foundation. Why are you here? Cat, will you stop chilling me?
Suck, squeeze, bang, and blow.
Ooh, ooh.
Why are you here?
The AI has invited me to fuck off with my bullshit.
Penis.
Penis. I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone. Somebody quote that?
Grandma's.
Was that the penis banana mech thing again?
Free Corn Thursday.
So take one of the penises out.
That unholy abomination of Yuletide terror
Stupid is the way you do things.
I would so download feet. No, don't fucking ooh-woo the pee-pee's eye.
is Free Corn Thursday?
No. No. Soul sacrifice? On Halloween? But I have nothing to say here. Para, you really should not have made me do this.
I mean, I know why I'm not going to save anyone's souls.
Listen, soul saving is not part of her required community service.
It's not one of her job duties?
No, it isn't.
No, my job duty is to sit here, be squishy and cute and a gummy bear, and occasionally suck up the random soul that happens to flit on by, because, you know, we genders, we tend to collect them in passing, but...
Unexpectedly kinky.
Whoa!
We're starting early tonight, folks.
Them in jars on her desk.
All right, so just to be clear for everyone that is here, the job duties as described by page 947 of the Infernal Souls Manual lists Cookie as the soul savior. And she's not here tonight.
Is the soul savior?
Ain't nothing gonna be done about those. You just gonna have to hope you make it to tomorrow.
I'll be
outta
watching
here, Jim.
from the corners of your dreams.
All right, now you
Your
just gotta make
dreams.
sure that you don't let me inside.
Why do I get the worrying feeling I'm the token adult tonight?
Because now we reside in the Firefly Funhouse, and we're all glad that you're our friends, and this is a story that will never, ever end.
I'm going to answer that, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way. It's because of the accent.
That's kind of a fair assessment, actually.
Fair enough.
How's everybody doing tonight? It's Halloween, that thing that we do where, you know, we encourage kids to go into strangers' houses and take things.
Is that what I was supposed to be doing all those years?
Yeah.
I was just getting candy.
Yeah, you're going to their houses, demanding
It's not what
something
you
from
said.
them.
You said going in their house.
Well,
That's very different.
Sometimes you have to go into their house to steal their valuables and televisions.
Well, that's called a felony.
No, that's called Halloween.
Theft or treat.
Samurai, thank you.
Theft or treat.
Thank you, Samurai. I hope you're proud of yourself.
You know what? Mercury just stated that Cargonia Day is actually December 12th.
Oh, well, naturally.
So, I don't know why.
How'd everybody like Jim tonight?
He's watching you.
With his blinking
Wait a minute.
pupils.
Wait a minute. What? Oh my god.
I told you.
Oh.
I literally said it out loud.
What did you say out loud?
I said, "Oh God, Samurai, why did you do this?"
Well, I didn't.
Yeah,
see
it's horrifying.
That is
But, you know,
amazing.
Jim
That's
seems
going
to
in
be
the
having a good
lineup.
time.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and press the button and go into. I didn't get a whole lot of submissions this week because chat doesn't love me anymore.
No.
So let's just look at what they did send me. You know, to try to salve my wounded feelings.
I drew 54 people this month. I'm
Is that,
excused.
wait, is that Henry Kissinger with the submachine gun?
And I'm going to go ahead and interrupt here because they cannot salve my feelings. Games Workshop murdered my boy.
Which boy?
Erkenbrand is no longer in the new edition of Middle-earth Strategy Battle.
So you mean to tell me that this mini that I printed and was going to send to you, like that's...
No, I'll still paint it because he's still available for Legacy. I just wouldn't be able to use him in a tournament.
Okay.
And I have only one question. They stated that they were cutting and culling guys because their whole thing with the books and the movies is they want to have those characters in it that would be recognizable, but not the characters that wouldn't be. Do you guys know who comes with Gandalf to Helm's Deep in the book?
Carl Urban.
Éomer. No, it is not Éomer.
No, I said Carl Urban.
That would have made that a hell of a lot quicker of a fight.
Well, it depends. Is Carl Urban the lead in this movie? Because in every movie I've ever seen that has Carl Urban in it, if he's not the lead, he spends the entire movie getting his ass kicked.
Did he do that in Star Trek?
It's Erkenbrand, guys.
Kinda,
It's
yeah.
Erkenbrand.
Okay.
It
To
bothers-
empathize with you, I used to play Dark Eldar. Enough said.
Kink.
They wrote out every single cool character in, what was it, 5th ed or 6th ed? They just went, yeah, all this stuff that's really cool doesn't exist
Gone.
anymore.
Gone.
Well, I mean, I don't know much about Dark Eldar before 5th edition, but I know Lilith was there still.
Lilith is like the least interesting named Dark Eldar character.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I want to go over this real quick. Wilf sent us this jolly dude, and there's a story with this jolly dude.
Please tell us the story of the Jolly Dude, because he is very cool, and I don't mean to derail.
Okay, so this is a miniature that was released by Warlord Games as a tribute to... Okay, tribute to one of their co-founders. The mini is listed... Well, the mini is a tribute to the guy. His name was Paul Sawyer. He was known inside the office as Paul Fat Bloke Sawyer. He was the editor of White Dwarf in the late 90s. He recently had to retire from his role at Warlord due to health concerns, and this mini was released to help raise money for the brain tumor charity. In case anybody wants it, I'm going to drop the link to this mini in chat. If you're interested, if you want to follow it, I just want everybody to know it's there. It's a cool mini. And, like, nobody can argue with money for cancer. It's not allowed.
Money against cancer.
Money to defeat cancer in its terrible, terrible lair.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay cancer. I will, however, pay to defeat cancer.
Excellent.
If you can find a place where I can, like, punch it, I'd be so down for
punch
punching
cancer
it.
right in the dick.
Dude, anywhere.
Okay. Brennan Wolf, fuck cancer, agreed. Okay, other stuff that's been sent to me. Look, here's my logo. Red did that, but we're not going to linger on it. Samurai, I approve. This is terrible, and I love it.
It's horrifying.
I love it so much. It's like it's almost as good as the intro.
It's the most horrifying thing I've seen all day.
This is more horrifying than the intro we just played?
I used to work for Legoland. I used to have minifigures on my lanyard around my neck, and that would have scared small children away. It's more personally horrifying for me.
And the sad thing is, I think that they make, like, cowboy hats, too. So.
They do. Oh, they absolutely do.
So yeah, the opening was horrifying, but that touches something in what remains of my shriveled dark soul.
You know, it strikes me... With the right effort, I could probably model an actual gym-shaped head that would fit onto the peg of a minifig.
Oh, no.
I believe you.
And then print
I don't like it, but I believe you.
And then send them to people.
No.
You should do that.
And send like 6 of them to Gummy at various points, randomly.
Between you and Exemplis sending me random shit all the time, I still get the same flipping picture from Exemplis for when he made fun of me when we went to oh hell, some spooky place.
Yeah, some spooky place. You hate spooky places.
I love spooky places, but wait. Am I still connected? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my entire
We're all
computer
avidly listening.
just flashed black. I wasn't certain I was still connected.
Oh no.
You're still here. Grimos has sent us 8 bill hooks that are facing off.
Oh no!
For the record, if anybody is unaware, the bill hook was the first mech that was designed by Beeple Mech Works, and it was supposed that the story is it was a failed design that kind of just petered out. But by God, the design existed, and this is what it would have been like.
Fair enough.
Oh, this is Kit. Say hi, Higgs.
Hi, Higgs.
Hello, Higgs.
Oh,
Kitty! Oh,
look at them eyes.
that nose.
As soon
It's a poop nose.
as soon
cat
as he
is
wants
aware.
to stop fucking spazzing out every time I walk past him, or trying to fucking ambush me at knee level by leaping out like he's like a crunchy enemy in a Dark Souls game or something, like that'd be great.
Wipe the feet for a little thing.
I have been told that the ears and the feet make him look like he's going to be a substantial beast.
Oh boy.
So
Big
what
gap.
I'm hearing is that Higgs resembles dear departed Halzakat in some of Higgs's behavior.
To some extent, yes.
Yeah.
We
It's
have
the
1,
circle
2,
of cats.
3 pet redeems.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I assume that my lovely wife quit watching the moment Jim came on screen. So I promise that those will get redeemed at some point. Okay, other
There's a
stuff.
4th.
I got one thing painted all week. It was this grizzly. I think I talked
No.
about what?
Laughing Man, I choose to believe that Higgs is short for Higgs boson.
It is. It's he's Higgs. He's named after, I think it's Peter Higgs was the physicist. My wife names cats. Oh, there she is. There she is. He kept stealing my mouse pad, and someone in this house went and bought I did not buy him a larger one. I bought you a larger one and thought you would give him the little one. But no, instead you took the desk mat that I bought you and just let him have it.
This sounds like normal pet ownership, to be fair.
Sigh.
I bought a fancy cushion to put in my chair that's like supposed to help with like proper posture. I came back and it had been 100% pulled off of the seat and absorbed into the fluff that is Willy Wonka, and it now lives under my desk as his permanent bed.
No.
Willy Wonka is cat?
He is cat.
Is
He
Willy
sounds
Wonka
like-
purple?
I will share picture of my wee woo boy.
But is Willy Wonka purple?
No, he is black and
This is slightly disappointing, but okay.
Oh, hey, thing.
So let's talk about this
Thing!
for a minute. Is that
Oh, God bless.
Crowbon?
No, it is
not-
a reference to Cass and the Barotrauma crew,
Oh, okay. I thought
which
that was
is why not on
Crowbon.
fire.
Oh,
That's
obviously.
Yes.
I am reminded that one of the not mini painters, but the modelers that I sometimes follow, for those of you that are interested, it was Station Forge. I think it was Station Forge. Did a whole bunch of, maybe it wasn't him. I would have to look it up. Did a whole bunch of minis that were based off of, there was a piece of art some probably 10 years ago, maybe longer, that was supposed to be like Pac-Man but realistic, and it was one dude in a yellow spacesuit, and then there were 4 like skeletons in different colored spacesuits chasing him around, and they made minis of that. So there are skulls of burning skeletons in spacesuits. I mean, minis of that.
And I would like to point out, because I find this absolutely hilarious at this point, that I continue my my bit part and bit roll only in any of Red's artwork.
No, you are not a bit roll. You are a jackpot.
Yes, but I'm one side. The other side are a bunch of other people, which is great. And I'm only on 3 machines, and Tom's winning on 2 of them.
Well, you're on 4 machines, but Tom's in the way.
One of the things that makes me sad is because I was fitting in so many people, and you do not want to know how many layers are in this image, but you can't see it anymore because BB is in the way, but Tom is in fact sitting on 2 seats. He needs 2 seats.
No, as a whole, the Christmas one you did last year, I didn't actually appear in that one, and then everyone this year that you've done that has a bunch of people bit part, and I love it. I don't know why. It's like, where's Warlax?
Yeah, over there.
That's the thing that I actually like, is that these are like Where's Waldo books, except these are way more fun.
So the very first one I ever did had 12 people in it. The second one, which was the band piece, had 32 people. This one has 54.
54!
Yes, and when I pop this into the auxiliary in a little while, I do also have a list of everybody who is here or is referenced here, plus some items to find, like the bottle of regret, also known as Malort. That is on the see if you can find it list. So I will pop
Nice.
that all into the aux before I go to bed. I am not doing 96. 54 nearly killed me with just a month to go.
Okay, how about 64? And then 128, and then 256, and then 500.
No. No.
Yeah, see, there you go. What will the next one have? Funny number 69?
Nice.
This one does have funny number 69 in it somewhere to be found.
Look at Hausakar's mouth.
Yeah, so the problem that you're running into now is, of course, zooming in too far starts to show up where all the mistakes are.
There's
but
no mistakes here. Look at his mouth.
Oh, there
That's
are.
funny.
There are
I've got-
absolutely.
I've got
mistakes.
a cursor hand in his mouth.
Hang on. I have to point something out real quick. There is one mistake. I have abs for reasons I don't understand.
Yeah, look at my mouth.
You what now, Hals? You cut out in the middle.
I have abs.
Well,
No,
as
see-
we know
see,
from my
here-
list of wrestling pictures,
I
I
know.
do kind of enjoy going a little bit over the top on
Yes,
shredded anatomy
no.
of the wrestling stuff.
Here-
I am making a self-deprecating joke here.
Yeah, here's the thing, Red.
Mhm.
When we zoom in on this, all we see is awesomeness. We don't know where you think there are mistakes. Don't tell us.
That's so far.
I don't care. The truth of the matter is that it's fun to look at.
Hey,
Heck, I
guys.
spent more time looking
Striker's
at the
codpiece.
yes. I spent more time looking at the just the entire thing than looking for the specific stuff in those seek and find books.
So the entire piece in this case, it has a slight filter over it, because if there is one thing I learned while working on this piece, none of us is color coordinated with any of the rest of us, and surprisingly few of us wear black pants.
Technically, mine would be black pants, but I also don't wear pants.
I do appear to be wearing black pants.
Some people have black pants, but just, a surprisingly low number considering.
Now, the lower half of my leg is black with accents.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
a boot. Boots are not pants. How's a car? The black pants.
I didn't say
boots and pants and boots and pants
and boots and pants and boots.
I did not say boots were pants.
Is Striker,
That's the
is Striker
conclusion you
drinking
came
a
to.
Shirley Temple?
Stryker is drinking whatever the fuck he wants. He's the bartender.
I think that's a Shirley. We're going to say it's a Shirley
Fine.
Temple. It's funnier that way.
Works for me. Works for me.
Or it's
Aw.
it's either Shirley Temple or it's a blue moon that's turned very bad.
Why are you zoomed in on my face so close?
Because from this angle, you're getting stared at from behind, and it's like creepy and
It
funny.
does look like that, huh?
Super Chief is coming for you.
But Gummy, you look so satisfied in this moment.
She
You're
wants
just
cookies.
like,
Cookies,
Yes.
yeah.
Gummy has won a lifetime supply of cookies.
Oh my god, I do not need that much sugar. I am currently being a cannibal, so
You know,
You're
I'm
eating
sorry.
bears?
I'm eating gummy bears.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but Super Chief, from that angle specifically, just looks like JC Denton.
That's good, because that's exactly who he's supposed to look like.
Okay.
That means I did my job correctly. Hooray!
Like right there, it's like, do you have anything to back that up?
I gave Squick fire. I was told to do so. It's not my fault. Nothing's my fault. It's chat's fault.
No, we quite literally told her what Squick would do in a casino, which is Payday 2 with
Yeah.
his snub-nosed minigun, and that happened.
That all tracks perfectly, like maybe a little too well.
Yeah, that is what Squick has done every time I've played the casino map with him, is he's attempted to burn the building down.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
For legal reasons, this was a joke.
Man, Tom is fucking cleaning up. Look at that stack of goo.
Would you kindly zoom in on Fish? Because the placement for Fish was fantastic.
Fish is one of my favorite parts of the whole piece, yeah. I kind of started there.
Hey,
Hey, Tex.
sup, Randolph? Can I get a puff on that cigar?
I just absolutely love fish in that drink.
You know,
Having a
just
good
zooming
time.
in on random parts of this is entirely too fun.
Hi,
I
guys.
can see you're enjoying yourself, yes.
Fish.
I love the braid. The braid came out fantastic too.
Thank you. I've had a lot of practice recently
I
with
bet.
finally settling on a redesign for myself compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, see, I wasn't 100% sure. That's like, is Red making Red the dealer, or is Red
Mhm.
making some other character that I am not 100% aware of the dealer?
I finally felt I deserved to be in one of these. I've been here long enough now.
Certainly. I'm not saying
Absolutely.
anything bad. It was just, is that what Red's doing? I don't know if that's supposed to be her or not.
Okay.
Okay, I have one last question for Red about
Gummy's very
the
excited.
seek and find.
What's the question? Because Gummy's very excited.
Is dumb fuck juice in there somewhere?
Not labeled as such, but just presume.
I presume all of the.
That's
I
what's in.
presume. Yeah,
That's what's in the bar.
yeah. It's not a Shirley Temple. That's dumb fuck juice.
Seems
I'm not putting it on Stryker that he's drinking it himself. I'm saying he might have served it to other people.
So he's drinking a Shirley Temple, but he's giving everyone else Temple.
There it is.
Okay.
I is literally passed out on the floor. I think it's a safe assumption.
And Parallax and I were beating up a slot machine, so
Yes, the one with the Ace Black Hammer on it.
yeah, it had it coming.
It only had
It had
itself to blame. Okay, Gummy was very excited. Gummy, what were you very excited about there for a second?
The thing in your hand.
Splayed hand eggplant?
Well, TOS, TOS, TOS.
I didn't do it this time.
Do not fall over, horseman.
Is that going to chase Mr. Ikebod Crane?
It's gonna chase Pablo Ichiban.
Pablo.
Yay!
It's kind of the same thing.
I can't. Damn it! I can't say anything to
I
that.
think I broke him. I think Hal's broken. How's the card, the Black Pants Legion? Have you been borked?
I started today at like half operation.
So, other thing that I've got here, I want everybody to see this because this is pretty fucking cool. So there's really one ghost story in BattleTech. There's not more than one, but there is one, and it's kind of consistent. Does anybody know what it is?
I do not.
Man, 1 week since you looked at me.
Is it?
Is it perhaps the Black Marauder?
No, it's the Trippitt's affair.
That's not really a ghost story.
The Phantom Mech.
Fucking Phantom Mech thing. No, this is the Black Marauder.
That is in no way a Black Marauder right now.
I'm so sorry that I pointed out the fact that there are two ghost stories.
You're a ghost story. Ha! Ha! Ah, no. Do not fall in the trash can. I need you. You're a flow improver. So,
yeah.
Wait.
Straight trash.
Is that the thing that helps you do the hip hop, the hippie, the hippie, do the hip hop, and you don't stop the rocking?
To the bang bang booty said up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the biggity beat. Now what you
Yes.
hear is
The biggity bee, huh?
What you
Yes,
hear is us getting, DMA.
Yeah. I cut off before I got to that point.
And exactly to that point, it felt that your flow was straight trash.
Yeah, my flow is straight trash.
Oh, burn.
The silence thereafter.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've just uploaded the Halloween piece and the, seek list into the Art on Mum's fridge.
So here's what's going on in the aux right now. This is what I'm predicting. It has turned into an entire musical as composed by Danny Elfman.
Oh boy.
Just a reminder, I think I said this last year, and apparently people didn't know. The voice of Jack Skellington in Nightmare Before Christmas is, in fact, Danny Elfman.
What is this?
What is this? Of course, I'm also now thinking about Brendan Lee Mulligan's impression of Tim Curry.
Spies.
Spies.
His thing was finding his way into it was apparently at one point his audition tape for getting on to College Humor was Tim Curry eating pizza, and the tag on the end of it was there's nothing I like more than a hot crisp crust.
You run down the hall and stab the cook.
No.
Oh shit! I haven't watched Clue in entirely too long.
Clue, one of my top 5 all times. I love Clue.
I maintain that the most accurate personality test that humanity has ever invented is the Tim Curry scale.
I don't know
when
about
you
that
say to
because
somebody,
there are
well, no,
Muppets.
when you say to somebody what is the first role you think of when somebody says Tim Curry? Whatever answer they give you tells you a lot about their personality.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What do you guys think of?
I have 2 answers.
No,
Okay,
you
go.
have to give one answer because, like, I feel like I have 2 answers where I feel like I have the answer I want to be true, the answer I feel like should be true, and then maybe another answer, but I'm not sure.
Here's the thing. I can give you both of these answers are equally as likely for me to say, and so I cannot not give you both of them. Are you going to say that I am wrong for this?
Go, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just want to hear what they are.
It is Clue and Muppet Treasure Island.
You see,
I forgot he was.
Muppet Treasure Island is the one that I want to say. The one I feel like I should say is obviously Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the one that probably immediately comes to mind is the Soviet general from Command and Conquer 3.
For me, it's Clue and Muppet Treasure Island, and they're both amazingly fun. One of them, Tim Curry, is playing it low-key for most of it, and the other one, he is chewing on the backdrop.
So which one's which?
And it's wonderful. Yes.
Okay, now, wait, I want Gummy's answer.
My first one is Rocky Horror.
Okay.
Excellent.
Red, what's yours?
Rocky Horror, Hexus from Fern Gully, Clue, and then I'm also very attached to his performance in Color of Magic, Discworld.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd forgotten he was in that.
That is a good one.
But a good one.
I feel like you're both lying to me because neither one of you said his role in the generational masterpiece, Witch Witch.
Oh. Okay, so hear me out, because she mentioned it first. Hexus.
Slime beneath me.
Yes.
Slime up. Warlax, what's your answer?
I know that you're all waiting with anticipation.
Damn, I was so hoping you were going to stop there and you weren't going to say it until the end of the stream.
So for me, it is his part in Rocky Horror or the Soviet general. Because
Soviet general
Spies is never not funny.
You know, there is one movie in which his Russian accent is worse than that one. And that would, of course, be the seminal masterpiece that was Congo.
You want to know the worst Russian accent to ever be put to film?
You're going to say Sean Connery in Red October.
The Hunt for Red October?
Yeah.
It's because it's not. It's just Sean Connery being Sean Connery.
I mean,
my favorite example. Here's my favorite example of Sean Connery being Sean Connery. It's in Highlander. They're sitting in the boat in the middle of Loch Ness, and he looks across the boat and goes, "So tell me of the Scotland of which I know nothing."
Now,
so, I believe that we need to dive 300 kilometers. It's time for us to go hunting.
That's a fucking deep part of the ocean. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't realize that.
Trench.
My mind is blown here for just a second. I didn't realize Tim Curry was in Gargoyles.
Yes.
Huh?
What?
Who was he in
What?
Gargoyles?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Because, what I remember is like half the cast of fucking Star Trek The Next Generation was on Gargoyles.
That's true.
Hey, I just have to point out, thank you, Pharisees, because it's Highlander.
The Quickening?
It just says Highlander.
Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Highlander, yes.
Highlander 2, Spies.
Oh, God, I hate how accurate that is.
Oh my god, he was Dr.
No.
Anton.
It's Parallax. It's just orbital wobble.
Man, why the fuck do you have to go to Highlander fucking Endgame with that? Jeez.
Dun, 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 dun. There can be only
Wait.
one.
That wasn't. That was in the source. I
Okay,
think.
fine. There was Endgame and then there was The Source. You're right. There were two god-awful Highlander movies right there at the end of it. I say as if Highlander 2 didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Gummy.
Oh no. Night Owl, why?
What has he done? Highlander 2. Spice.
Spice.
Gummy, what color is the headless cavalryman?
Oh, ooh.
Okay, let's do it like this. What color is his horse?
His horse, he's gotta be maybe like a midnight, almost silvery, like black with silvery tones.
Oh, damn, I was really hoping you were going to say like black with blue highlights.
Well, you
Okay.
could do blue highlights instead of silver.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, we're going to start with Widow Black. Widow Black, everybody. We're just doing speed paint tonight because I have packed up a lot of my paint right now to go in box to go to place tomorrow.
Speed paint.
Speaking of,
Speed paint.
Hera,
Yes.
Oh, is it curry night tonight?
I need you to request access to Diggs' wallet upon arrival tomorrow.
That won't be awkward in the slightest. Diggs,
Phrase
No,
it
no.
exactly
Diggs,
like that with
give
no
me your
context.
wallet.
You can just walk in and go, Diggs, I need your wallet.
I'm just
He'll
gonna,
know exactly
now.
what.
No,
I'm just
He'll
gonna
know.
walk in with my hand like in the pocket of a jacket like this, and like put it right into his back. Like, give me your wallet.
no. What you have to do is you have to walk in and go, Diggs, I need your wallet. And when he like pulls it out to hand it to you, I ain't touching that.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
That's not one of meat's many uses.
I'm saving that for my friends on the old line road.
Somewhere.
I'm sure you're wondering, Diggs, why I asked you with such
Oh God.
Really?
How's the car of the Black Pants Legion?
I was gonna say, us doing
Patience.
full throttle quotes just made Psyduck smile, and he doesn't know why. That's what I get. I get a message from Psyduck once a week. It's either a full throttle quote or a West of Loathing quote about Gary. Like, Psyduck just absolutely loves Gary.
Yeah.
I just periodically get DM'd with people yelling at me because Wrestling Star came back into their head again.
Why would that happen?
Listen, I like the song that did that debut last week, or is that still to be debuted?
Which one?
The one that we decided on.
Oh no, I haven't debuted it yet. It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
I was watching and I was like, yeah, and I got called away as I was walking out to the stage. So unfortunately, I didn't get to see my entrance.
Since it was a team thing, no. No, I got Warlax a good swamp rock.
I assume nobody has it.
Turning on. Oh! Ah!
What's wrong, Gummy?
Man, I don't know if he brought them in truth. He was running around like a headless chicken.
Was he running
Yeah,
around
no.
like a headless horseman?
He was a bear in a rage while he was packing. So I don't know what he has and does not have.
So how mad do you think Chad is right now?
Given the silence.
Pretty mad.
Thunderclap just stated confused screeching as I run across my YouTube tabs to find the fresh hell.
Gonna win this fight.
Oh, Mercury says put this over your end credit scroll so it scares everyone off.
Why would you think there's an end credit scroll when I got a fresh helping of Jim to help everybody celebrate the end of spoopy season?
No.
All right, so now
She
we
said the line, everybody.
All
Fucking
right,
Tara.
all right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna paint this here horsey with a little bit of silver. And you know what else is silver? Them mountains out in Colorado.
Oh god, I miss those mountains so much.
You know what else is silver? The sheen of the tears that fall from your eyes when you cry and you can't quite understand why you feel such an impending feeling of dread.
But then you've got to remember, there are some happy little trees out there, and we're all gonna make some together.
Have you ever felt the earth tremble beneath your feet just
Why,
before
yeah.
the world forgets who you are?
Why,
God,
yes,
that
Jim.
line.
Why, yes, Jim, I have. And you know what I did? I decided to make myself a very calm person and make art so that no one would ever forget who I was.
There's been a posture check redeemed.
Oh, posture check. The horseman sits up.
The Horseman.
The horseman. Horman. By the way, there was a new
It's
Homestar
like
video
a
yesterday.
perfect Bob Ross. They finally figured out that it's, Bob Ross, but bad.
Look, I was going for the combo breaker on that one. Pretzel Bomber gave me an excuse.
By the way, there was a new Homestar video yesterday for Halloween.
Decemberween.
No, Decemberween is in
Decemberween?
December.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I was in fucking Marshall's this morning because why not? And there's so much Christmas bullshit out everywhere.
So wait, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. Dun, 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 dun,
All right, we're all leaving now.
dun.
No more viewers.
The
Mr.
mistake you made,
Sandman,
Gummy, was going out.
send me
I know,
a drink.
I know,
Bum, bum, bum.
I know. But you know what?
What?
It was worth the pumpkin spice.
I say this, and I say this this one time, and I probably get half of the United States pissed at me. Christmas is allowed to have its month, and Mariah Carey is not allowed to break containment until the 12th of that month.
Listen, bro, like you can say that, but there's no force in the SCP universe that can contain her after Halloween.
We can push back against the darkness, but
Yes, do you know how I push back against the darkness?
turn
I
the
don't
radio?
listen to radio.
Well, I mean, do you walk into stores?
Sure.
I don't.
but-
I am an art cryptid. I literally do not leave my house save to walk the dogs around the block. I survive
Same.
on the goob you guys give me. I do not leave.
oh,
So
It's
wait,
wonderful.
did you just say that you were going to give us a pup date?
I can give you guys a pup date because I
Give us-
don't know if everybody's heard the exciting news.
There's exciting news, everybody.
What?
Here's
Exciting
the pup
news.
date.
Good news, everyone!
Bad news, everyone.
Last week, the pups got to know each other in the biblical sense, which means that hopefully
They both showed each
puppies in
other their 8
January.
wings and 100,000 eyes.
no, that's not what it means. They've traded promise rings.
Oh, okay.
They are officially in a relationship on Facebook. So we're hoping for
Oh.
puppies in
man.
January.
Wait, is it
Or-
complicated or is it in a relationship?
Hold on.
It's in a relationship.
Or if they're Mormon puppies.
Oh God.
Thankfully, they are not Mormon puppies because, oh my god, I don't think I could handle how we'd have to deal with the naming situation.
Oh no.
I mean, on the
Oh.
other hand, you would have lots of puppies.
Hi, you can have your Goob wallet back, but it's empty, and I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, we got your Goob wallet when I took Dig's wallet too.
Have you guys seen the? I presume you have seen the
I can't see.
Eldritch vacuum version of me devouring the Goob.
No, I have not.
Yes.
In fact,
You have
Yes.
not? Would you like me to send it to you?
I would love you to send it to me so I can share it with chat.
Can
So,
just
by the way, Warlock, she reminded me of something.
Ominous.
Your anticipation statement reminded me.
Patient.
One of my favorite ways to
Wait,
torment
my statement on
yes, that has given me. It has reminded me of one of my favorite way to torment the teenagers that I work with on a weekly basis, and it's one joke. I say to them, there are two kinds of people in the world: people who need closure.
Fuck you, Hal.
How's
No,
it called? The Black
see,
Pants
see,
Legion. That's
my-
pretty skibbity of you.
see, my favorite one is yeah, I love that. I love the save icon. It's as if a floppy drive died to become, a monument to our sins.
Yeah,
What
from
is
all those
happening?
not saving. It's yeah, from all those cases where we didn't save and lost all that work.
We did.
It is
Dude.
immortalized.
The hell? My porch light is off and there are trick-or-treaters at my front door.
Have you tried giving them
Don't
cheesecake?
answer.
If they continue to stand at my door, I'm just gonna pelt them with candy.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, that's encouraging
don't-
them.
Yes, that's encouraging them. Throw carrots at them.
There you go.
Last year, I heard just the best setup for trick or treaters from a different internet celebrity that some people may have also watched. But his cunning plan was he had pails of candy out for the kids to take, and also a pail with carrots in it. And it said, take a candy and don't forget your vegetables. And he had a camera watching the front of his house. And if the kids didn't take a carrot as well, he had a drone that would swoop down from on top of the house with bat wings on it, screaming in Chinese and chase them back to the street.
I am
What?
reminded now because I didn't get to hand out candy this year because of circumstances. I am reminded that I entirely forgot about the potato.
The potato choice?
Yes.
Oh my god, I literally was on TikTok this evening watching somebody's video where they had a massive bowl of candy with a bunch of potatoes mixed in, and they were just like, "Here, take two!" And how many of those kids walked off with a giant spud over candy was insane.
Yup.
Potatoes.
Hal, do you remember last year one of our D&D friends commented that he gave out like 15 potatoes?
Yep.
I'd like to point out my boss this evening accidentally did a Halloween prank in that he left his house today with the porch light on,
Whoops.
and we worked until 9 o'clock. So
we have been commanded to stretch, folks. We
Okay.
must stretch.
Here's my proof.
All right. If I'm going to stretch, then I'm going to say that I believe it's entirely possible
Is it time
that I could have been maybe international champion if I'd had the opportunity. There's my stretch.
What how's the car of the Black Pants Legion? What time is it?
Time for you to get a watch.
I'm wearing mine. It's an Omega.
Damn.
Actually, this is going to be
Nice
my. This is going to be my after us or ain't.
Yes, that's the thing I was asking about.
Yes, after
The
us
or
or ain't.
they?
This is going to be my ejection point. So,
Oh, how's the car of the Black Pants Legion is going to run off and leave us?
how's the car of the Black Pants Legion is getting up extra early tomorrow?
Extraordinarily early.
Yes.
Because
Listen.
he is headed to location redacted.
There are times where I have to wake up early and then I wish to fight that time of morning
Hey,
because
hey,
I find it offensive.
Take it out on Iden. It'll be fine.
Yes.
Para,
What?
are you gonna do the main as fire and turn it into a nightmare?
No, I'm not going to do the maintenance fire and turn it into a
No!
because
Okay.
listen, I want it to be more spoopy than like hellish. So if I did anything like that, it would be green.
Make it smoky gray.
Ew.
All right, I don't know who's gonna set up the us or ain't. I'm not. I am not
Uh,
smart enough.
Grandma?
Grandma!
Somebody's doing it. Somebody did it. Everybody's just like, I don't know.
I only do admin work on Sundays. I'm not trusted with anything else.
Hey, they put me out on the floor specifically to run the register, it seems. I'm not smart enough to do predictions.
I just saw something here that was white, and now I've lost it. Where did the white bit go? Something. That's racist.
You mean that pumpkin?
No, the pumpkin's not going to be black.
I enjoy
Them
that you went
hands.
racist, whereas mine went something far different.
Now I have to. Was it Charles S. Pumpkins? Is that what that was?
How's it, Carl?
Are you talking about?
Is it Charles S. Pumpkins?
I'm David Pumpkins, man.
Oh, story time. Hal,
And I am here to scare the hell out of you.
Hal, I've got a story for you. Before you run off, you need to hear the story.
Okay.
So Monday, my son had to take a pumpkin into school. They were going to do science using a pumpkin. So presumably it was, he's in first grade. They're going to do measurements and such things.
Yes.
The only science you want to do with a pumpkin is blow it up.
Well, yes, but he's in first grade, so he has to wait for me to do that.
We'll let the teacher blow it up. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, because you can do it safely without actual explosives.
Time is running down. Yeah, you can do it with a shotgun too.
Sun's getting real.
No, you can do it with Alka-Seltzer.
Tell the story. Come on.
Okay, so they're in the car, and he has his pumpkin. I put the pumpkin in his lap. It's a 26-mile drive or 26-minute drive to school. And he and his sister start playing with this pumpkin. They decide, this is Mr. Pumpkin. We're going to talk to Mr. Pumpkin. So, yeah, I'm Mr. Pumpkin. I said, son, is he Mr. Is he David? David the Pumpkin? He said, yeah, he's David. So he's David Pumpkin. Is he David S. Pumpkin? He's David S. Pumpkin, Daddy. And I didn't give them any context on that. Just let him go, and the pumpkin was David S. Pumpkin from there. It was great.
And the skeletons are next to him.
Their own thing.
I really want to find
Quote time.
a David S. Pumpkin suit that's in my size. Oh, quote.
I mean, it's like a Ruby.
Quote from Squick.
It's
Big
us.
up my hippos.
Guys, it's us.
It's
us. I put 11K goob down on this one.
How much
Let's
did
see
you
what
get
the
back,
return
House
is.
Car?
I don't know. I haven't yet. 39K.
Good Lord. That's like wow.
I'm almost back up to 200K now.
Damn it. I just got 7K back.
So what I'm hearing is there's more goop for me to take from people.
Yeah.
There's more goop for you to take.
Gooby monster.
Gooby monster.
Speaking of Gooby Monster, I sent you the picture,
Goob.
Parallax.
Oh, yes. Me love Goob. Goob me favorite. Nom 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 nom.
Sure that you went Cookie Monster, I went Booby Monster.
Goob is all you guys feed me.
Hey, listen.
All right. I hope all of you all have a wonderful night. I hope your nightmares are not haunted. Happy Halloween.
And I hope you have a safe trip tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, have a good night.
That thing. There it is.
What thing?
The thing. The red just sent
The
me.
thing?
The thing.
Oh.
The thing.
With
I
its
see.
pen stylus.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. That's cool.
All because Kai called me an eldritch vacuum of goob.
It's true. It's like my pen stylus, except probably more expensive, because I bet yours isn't a Hoyon.
No, I have a very sizable Wacom Cintiq.
Oh, okay. So you've got you've got a used car worth of tablet. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yes, my used car tablet.
My
Yes,
tablet
I
is
took
a bit special to
I
me
took
because
the dashboard out of a Tesla for this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could take the anything out of a Tesla and honestly, I just apologize to you.
It's literally just a tablet with wheels.
Diggs has one. She speaks from experience.
I speak from experience.
The hell are we talking about?
I am not a used goob
Teslas.
salesman because that would involve me parting with goob. So at least I don't have that title going for me.
Yes, you don't. Once you have the goob, you don't give it up because
No,
you
it's
have
my
eaten
goob.
Yes, you
Never
have eaten
gonna
the goob.
give goob up. She's never gonna let goob down. Never gonna run around.
Whoa! Oh God! Hold on, Night Owl.
What just happened? Sorry, I've still got Eldritch Vacuum on the screen. What just happened?
Here's another Eldritch. It is I, the man who pulls quotes out of Cthulhu's ass. Prepare yourselves for the 5-finger throngling of Cthulhu, while Uptown Girls blared upon my ear holes. When did this happen?
I feel like this is violation of terms of service, but I'm not sure how.
Throngling is a squick word. I know that is a squick word.
Yes, but the
Throngling
implication.
is a word that's used by a few people. Definitely within Squick's wheelhouse.
The first one that I ever heard use it was Squick.
Well,
yeah,
that's
it
because...
comes from a meme about it. Why would you name your magic weapon something, so dull, just magic weapon +1 or whatever? Nobody's going to remember that. But the Throngler, people will remember the Throngler.
All right, I apologize, but one of the best magical items that I have ever heard of, or anything else, comes from a webcomic that was called Looking for Group.
I remember LFG.
It is the kidney hat. It's made of real kidneys.
Yes, Night Owl, I missed it. The only line I saw from him earlier was Cthulhu's ass, and the rest of it I was distracted by the painting that was happening on the screen.
So, on the note of Looking for Group, some years ago, as a joke, I bought my wife the early on in the comic. For those of you that don't know, there's a necromancer who's, I suppose technically from WoW standards he's more of a warlock, but he's a necromancer. We're gonna say he's a necromancer. His name is Richard.
Yes,
he is
the best character
easily.
He is the best boy.
He's also, he has many titles, including mayor of a small town up the coast. But Richard at one point gets turned into a child version of himself, like a small child version of himself. And this got released as a plushie in like 2010. And I bought this to give to my then girlfriend. And it still lives in my house, but it has become the toy of my children when they remember that it exists. And I'm never going to tell them this until they are like dramatically older, that they're playing with what is literally a dick joke.
Yep.
Because they make the joke in the comic that
it's little Richard.
He's a 9-inch dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's the plushie is 9 inches tall. He's a 9-inch dick. There are certain things you do just to amuse yourself, like the David S. Pumpkin thing, and then you just you never tell the kids. You never tell them.
It's just
because it's just going to add to the therapy bill, and if you don't have to do that, then you don't do it. You don't want to add to that bill.
Oh, my mic isn't picking up my laughter. You can't hear me giggling over here, can you?
Not much.
Aw.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what's been everybody's favorite thing about spoopy season? Because I haven't really gotten to enjoy spoopy season very much. I've been working entirely too much. So I need to live vicariously
kind of in the
through
same boat as you, unfortunately. I have
it-
had the least eventful Halloween of my entire life.
I'm about the same, except I got massively sick last week, so
That's pretty spooky.
Nothing I can help you with.
Night Owl has the best answer.
What's that?
Discount candy tomorrow.
Ooh, that's right. November 1st is almost as good as February 15th.
Downside, though, that would mean I'd have to go outside and interact with people. And that's not happening.
No.
It means that you have to make a delivery order.
Yeah, that's what Instacart is for,
Could do
or
that.
DoorDash,
Could do.
Walmart Plus.
or Walmart Plus. This is probably one of my more boring holidays. I normally do something crazy for those
But
who have
you're
been a part of
such
the
a
Legion.
spoopy bitch.
I am such a spoopy bitch. I got a sticker to prove it. But no, this is probably one of my more mellow.
Did you really order the sticker?
I didn't order that sticker. I found a different sticker at the Halloween punk rock concert that we went to last weekend.
And what does the sticker say?
100% spooky bitch.
There we go, everybody.
I also got a sticker from the vendor that says 100% goth girls do it best.
Amazing.
But no, this has been one of my more mellow years, unfortunately. The most I did in preparation, especially on today, outside of wander around Marshall's, look at the
Look at the Christmas decorations.
oh, don't get me started. No, I did spend an exorbitant amount of money on Halloween dish towels that I did not need, that will be hanging up in my kitchen all year round. Do not digs. They did not happen today. I have had them for a extended period of time. Either way, I did pick up. I think I've had. I think I've had at least one pumpkin spice drink every week since it was released.
Well, if we've all had a relatively quiet Halloween this year, what is the most memorable Halloween you guys have had? Other years?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because mine's just dumb, so I want to hear yours first.
Oh, mine's actually terrible. But let's see. I want to say it was 8 years old. We went to go see my grandparents before everything. Went out to eat with them. I got food poisoning from the place we went to go eat. I got home and started throwing up and did not go out that night.
That's shitty.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find pictures of mine.
My sister went out, had a great night. Everything else, I wasn't allowed to take any of the candy. Because I didn't put in the effort to go get it. And I'm like, because I was throwing up.
How dare you?
I'll save mine for last.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yes, so we're going to have to wait on gummies with Antissa.
Oh, God, this is just going to be your recurring thing tonight, isn't it? What about you, Parallax?
Yes, it is!
I'm trying to find photos of mine. I think I can find them. I mean, this is not necessarily photos of mine, but it is... Ah, damn. Okay, so I don't know if any of you are familiar with the city of Athens, Ohio.
Yes.
What do you know about Athens there, Orlax?
I know of it. I know that I've been through it 2 or 3 times.
Man, ain't nothing on the way to Athens or anything that you go through Athens to get to.
Yes, you do.
Not unless you're going to Athens.
Going to Snowshoe, West Virginia.
There are better ways to get there than going through Athens.
We were going there from my grandmother's house in Kentucky. We just tucked in, went over to Athens, I think for lunch, and then kept going.
No, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter. Still think they're fat. Okay, so Athens, Ohio is this little town in southeast Ohio. It is also the home to Ohio University. Not Ohio State, mind you, that's in Columbus. What the hell are you doing, fan? Stop making god-awful noises.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on now.
I just had to turn off my desk fan. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. So,
everything's fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
So when I was at Athens in 2009 and 10, Athens had been there for 205 years. So it's an old university, but it is way the hell up in the hills. It felt, just like home on that account for me. But there ain't nothing in Athens. It's a town of 25,000 people, 20,000 of which are the student body. So
one of those towns.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All of campus is located in, we'll say, downtown, because there's not another way to say it. And like obviously campus dominates the town. But
Mhm.
there's this I can illustrate very quickly. I have paint and such things and something of a canvas that is, parchment paper. So most of campus is over here. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. And like it comes up a little bit right here, and then there's like a ton over here, and it, here and whatever. But everything past this point is town. And there's a street here. This is obviously not to scale, but there's a street here that makes this shape. Okay? This is
Okay.
Court Street. The courthouse is right here. And then there's
Okay.
like 4 or 5 streets here, I don't remember. And then campus. Like my office when I was a teacher's aide was right here. So I could walk into town without having a problem. But
Mhm.
so Athens is a town where literally the town runs right into campus. There is no separation.
Mhm.
There are in these 5 streets or 4 streets, whatever it is, in these 4 or 5 blocks, there are 24 bars.
Oh
my
God.
God.
Well, this ends terribly.
So when Halloween comes around, Athens has what is honestly a kind of famous / infamous Halloween party where they block off roads. They block off Court Street here and here. Okay?
And let people just literally pub crawl.
Nobody makes the pub crawl. Nobody survives the
my
pub crawl in Athens.
I'm not surprised.
But they set up beer gardens through here. There's probably 30,000 people in 4 blocks here because people drive in for this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just 4 solid blocks of crowd in costumes. And people are fucking lit.
Oh my God.
And I was there for 1 year because at the time Athens was on a quarter system and I finished a master's degree in a year, and I don't recommend that if you have an option.
No.
So I was there 1 year and I was dressed up as a play on the, if you know me, this is funny because I am definitely not the body shape to do this, but it was creepy enough I got away with it. I was kind of a take on the Scarecrow from Arkham Asylum. So that is to say, I was wearing a terrible, like, skull-shaped burlap mask with, like, a big, heavy duster on and, like, lots of burlap in this and, like, old, worn leather work gloves that I had put, like, big novelty syringes on the back of, that kind of thing. And, like, people were not happy to see me. So when I go through this and I say, oh yeah, I'm wearing a burlap skull. No, I went an extra mile on this because I had like the burlap mask on, but you could still see some of my face under it. So I cut off the bottom of a latex skull mask and spirit glued it to my jaw.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like the parts of my face you could see still looked like a skull. It was amazing. I was really happy with that costume. When I walked into the bar and I had to take my mask off and show my ID and that kind of thing, it was still funny because I'm still there with half of a skeleton jaw. So I'm wandering around and this very, very drunk woman wanders up to my friend and I. He's dressed as he's Hunk from Resident Evil. So he is a very militant Umbrella security.
Yep.
And this very drunk girl stumbles into the two of us and looks at him and looks at me and like gets up in my face and starts pointing at me and says, I'm not scared of you because you're not real and you only exist in Hollywood. And then she looks at my friend and goes, but I like you because you're here to help, right? She had no fucking clue. It was great.
Nope. Hunk is not one of the good guys.
No. If you know, you know, but that's definitely a no.
Especially not if you happen to be a sentient block of tofu.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that
I
was.
know my Resident Evil.
That was probably my most fun Halloween. Okay, now Gummy, it's your turn.
Okay, I will keep this TOS friendly.
Uh-oh.
So, the Halloween before I met Diggs.
I very quickly want to point out that means that there's a version of the story that is not TOS friendly.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The Halloween before I met Diggs, I was 100% in my slut phase, doing whatever the hell I wanted, partying nonstop. One of my good gal pals brought me to a party in the desert.
Yeah, you know, a gal pal party in the desert, like you do. Nothing bad has ever happened at gal pal party in the desert.
So there were the 4 of us gals that we tend to hang out with at that point in time, out of a big group, about 12 of us. Of the 4 of us, we were the only ones that really hung out outside of the group. Well, one of them got wind that her boyfriend was having a party in the desert. She brought us all. Brilliant me, thought it would be hilarious. And, you know, I wanted to be a little risque, so I came dressed as a golden goddess. The package said it was Aphrodite. It was not Aphrodite, but it was absolutely Boobzilla. This is relevant because us in our drunken state and a bunch of college guys who were like showing off, having fun. Everybody's in their costumes. Jump on the four-wheeler.
And then here comes Spectacular Titacular.
There were a bunch of other ladies there. I unfortunately did not have the foresight to think that, oh, what do we normally do when we go out to the desert and we drink? 4-wheel drive. Or they start rock climbing.
I love how fucking redneck that is. Because that is exactly how I grew up. That is so good. We drive out to the abandoned strip mine, and then we're going to have a bonfire and ride 4-wheelers, and I promise, officer, none of us are drunk.
Oh, before you carry on, I am very happy with Load. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place is a masterpiece. Carry on. Sorry, Gummy. Continue.
No, you're good. The reason it was probably one of my most fun Halloweens outside of all of us,
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Terms of service.
Terms of service. Outside of us being underaged and doing things we should not have been doing, the 4-wheel drive, many of us ladies learned a game.
Was it called See How Long We Can Keep Our Breasts Inside Our Costumes on the Back of a 4-wheeler?
It was called How Far Can You Run Through the Desert Before You Get Caught?
I don't have a comment for this.
I can see this ending terribly.
I have nothing to add to this conversation. Proceed.
Anyway, I went home with a new costume.
Oh?
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
You said my most fun, and that was the most fun.
And that is the terms of service friendly version of that story, which is why it was 3 minutes instead of 30.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But what made it better, though, build up to it, was the weekend before we did a shit ton of like haunted houses, haunted corn mazes. I got to meet a bunch of scare actors. I hell.
See, mine is very boring in comparison, but I had good fun with it.
Yeah, even mine feels a little boring in comparison. I just got accused of being a nightmare, a literal fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you still did more than I technically did for mine, but we did have fun. I am an art cryptid, and that's what I do. And as a result, being an art cryptid, I know the deep lore of various artistic mediums and the like. And thus, of course, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of the world's greatest fan fiction.
Oh,
My Immortal.
Do not quote the deep magics at me. I was there when they were written.
I literally one Halloween dressed up as Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way and read all of My Immortal to my friend group, and it was amazing.
Whoa.
I don't know what this means.
You don't know what this means?
Educate him now!
Oh God, what have I
So-
done?
My Immortal is the greatest fan fiction ever written because it just
Statement.
has every single trope of bad fan fiction in it. And
Wait. So the only other like epic fan fiction I'm aware of is The Longest One.
My Immortal is its own unique special beast because it was either very genuinely written by a young girl very into the Harry Potter fandom and trying to find herself, and that makes it kind of touching, or it's the greatest troll fic of all time.
Yep.
Either way, it's Harry Potter retold by somebody who really didn't know the source material well enough, with a horrific self-insert Mary Sue, and everybody is gothic and a vampire and ridiculous, and it's terribly written. It's all MySpace lingo fit through it. It's
Yep.
got author notes attached to the opening of every chapter where she's having drama with her best friend who's helping her write it.
Yep.
It's amazing. And every outfit that the main character, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, wears is described in excruciating detail to the point where people have recreated every single one of these looks, and they're awful, and it's great, and it's just so 2000. And me, as a person who is definitely not as young as the person who wrote that fic, dressed up as Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, wig and everything, and read the story to my friends, and it was horrific. I loved it.
That's amazing. I love that so much. On a sidestep here, did you see that oh fuck, what's it called? The one between Draco and Hermione is getting a reboot.
Oh God.
What has happened to this conversation? I just wanted to
It's gone
interject and
places
say,
you don't understand.
I was going to interject real quick and make a point that I know nothing about it, but the only one that I really know anything about on the epic fanfic front is the Subspace Emissary. And apparently y'all don't know this one, huh?
No,
So,
I don't.
Look, you're just lucky I haven't broken out my also encyclopedic knowledge of the Hogwarts and the Kraken.
I thought you were
Or
about
Lara
to say
Croft and the Velociraptor.
I think I do know what Subspace Emissary is, and that scares me.
yeah, Subspace Emissary is a
Is that the one that deals with Super Smash Bros?
It is, because that was
Yes.
the name
Oh,
of
no.
the campaign in Smash 3.
Yes.
So we're aware, up until about 7 years ago, this was the longest fan fiction ever written. It was 220 chapters and 2,070,000 words.
Manacled. Oh
What?
shit! Sorry, Red.
What just
Okay, Tara,
happened?
continue.
What just happened? No, that's all I have on it. I don't know anything else about it. My wife is very into fanfic. I am not, so words.
I love fanfic as a concept. It's a very important part of aspiring writing and young people finding their writing voice. And I'm still a huge lover of communal writing. It makes me happy. Speaking of, writing month starts tomorrow. For anybody who's doing that, I will probably be yelling about it a lot in the Orcs. So I love the concept of fanfic, but 95% of all fanfic is objectively terrible because it's a learning.
Yeah. But it can be valuable. Also, there is a long tradition in the Western canon of people writing fanfic before that was a word. So,
yes,
again, my lovely wife, her PhD was in English literature. And she will argue with you that Milton's Paradise Lost is fanfiction.
Dante's Inferno is fanfiction. It's self-insert fanfiction at that.
Yep. And there was a shocking number of, you would call them unlicensed sequels to Robinson Crusoe that would also qualify as fanfiction today. So we're talking, like, between what we're saying here, we're talking like between 200 and 600 years ago.
It's a part of the human experience.
It is.
Writing fanfic is a fundamental aspect of learning to be a writer.
And I do want to qualify this real quick by saying that you could say that any kind of myth building is the nature of fanfic. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying these were published works that had an acknowledged author in the time of their writing. So, like, if you talk about, oh yeah, like so much of Greek myth is just basically in-universe fanfic, maybe that's true, but we don't know who wrote it, so it became effectively religion. Anyway, words. What was I doing?
Words.
Supposedly painting.
Well,
with
I mean-
this being a painting show and all of that.
Well, how's he looking so far? Because I need to go back in and do some more, color work on him. But so far, he's looking.
I think he's looking good.
I think he looks really good too. Much better than the other fan that I'm thinking of.
What have you
For
done?
those that know,
You done?
50 Shades of Grey is actually a fanfic of Twilight.
Yep.
Everybody hated
So-
that.
Yeah.
So I run a book club once a week. It's currently on a short hiatus.
She
until I
runs
am
an
ready to again.
amazing book club.
I run the world's best book club because we don't do the whole thing where we all agree on a book and we go away and read it and then we come back and talk about it. No, we don't do anything nearly that sensible. We read terrible books, as in I read the terrible book to my friends and we commentate as we go through it, and I choose some stinkers. And we have had some really, really fun ones we've read. And the reason I bring this up is the most recent one that we read was Lanny Saram's Handbook for Mortals, which is
Okay.
effectively inspired by Twilight and 50 Shades and all of that. It's effectively fanfic. And it's absolutely awful. One of the worst things we've ever read. But I think the best bad book we read, which I would highly recommend that everybody should
Is it
read at
Model
some
World?
point in their life, is
bet it's
Model
Model
Land. Yes,
Yeah.
it's Model Land.
Uh,
Model Land by Tyra Banks is an experience. It's like walking through the brain of somebody who's on drugs without ever having to touch drugs yourself.
Battlefield Earth.
It's just ridiculous. Unfortunately,
you
no,
guys
this
should-
book club is not in the Orcs. This is in my personal server with personal people that I desire to torment.
You should read Battlefield Earth.
I love that so much. I have a suggestion for you. It is a terrible book.
What is
I
your
do-
terrible book?
Okay, are you okay with spice?
Yes, the next one I want to read to my book club, if they're on board for it, we'll have to wait and see. I want to read to them Satan Was a Lesbian.
Oh my god, yes! Tell you, but yes. No, okay. So CM
At this point, I'm along for the ride, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
So CM Nascosta, I can't remember what the author's name is.
Mhm.
Bear with me and do not judge me on this.
She's
It's
a
called
bear.
Morning Glory
Oh, I'm
Milking
judging.
Farm.
I am judging.
I'm not going to do anything about it, but,
DM
Yeah,
me the
exactly.
title and author, and I will look it up. And if it looks suitably abysmal and will hurt people, I probably will suggest it to the club.
Okay, I just am very glad that Warlax was talking, and I think it probably cut out enough that the chat didn't hear the full name of that.
Warlax, you saved chat. Good
Oh,
job.
did I
You
save
did.
chat? Okay.
You saved chat. Warlax is like the Grinch. He saved chat.
Let me
My
just
God,
message you
I had
it.
no idea that I was saving the chat from Satan is a lesbian.
Nope, that's
Nope,
that's
that
not
was-
what
that
you're
was-
saving them from.
Okay, that's not the one I was saving them from? Good. I thought that I was just ruining them again, but apparently I saved them and
You
I missed it.
The worst time for me during book club was because it's not always just my choices that we read, that there is some, cooperation and voting and the like that goes on. And to
It's
get
a
me
collective
back,
torture
You are the leader
I
of
know.
book club, therefore they do what you want.
but to get me back for reading My Immortal to them one Halloween, they decided that I had to read through the first Twilight book. And it took me so long because every 2 sentences I had to stop and go off on a 15-minute rant. I struggled so much to get through that book. We did it, and I refused to ever touch any of the rest of them. It nearly killed me.
She died.
I'm sorry,
That-
Ramshackle.
She's a
I mean, reading Twilight is something capable of killing someone. So,
Voxafor
Only-
just pointing out in chat, since you brought up Battlefield Earth, he said that there is a book Hubbard wrote called Excalibur that will make you want to press the delete key on your own existence.
listen, the only reason I say Battlefield Earth is because there is that one line in the movie.
Spell your name.
Yeah, exactly. While you were trying to spell your name,
I was being trained to conquer galaxies. I wonder how much of that came through and how much cut out.
Hold on.
Fair enough.
I have a really, really, really easy way of explaining that. Space!
Spice! The one place that has not been ruined by capitalism. Spice!
I will escape to the one place that is not corrupted by capitalism.
Spice!
Too much made it through. I agree, Night Owl.
What was that?
Oh,
Night Owl says too much made it through, and I personally agree.
Yup.
50 Shades of Space.
I just find that with
No!
that there's
Oh my God.
something to be gained from terrible media.
Well, I mean, if it weren't for
mic is-
terrible media, we wouldn't have MST3K.
My mic
That's
is
true.
cutting out so bad. I'm way too excited about this. I'm sorry. So, Spice in Space, 50 Shades of Spice in Space. If you want that, look up Ice Planet Barbarians.
No, see, I was thinking that you were just going to go, if you want spice in space, just go look up Doom.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah, no.
So one of the things we tend to end up doing is we go through bad book clubs because that's what it really should be called.
Squick just posted something about 50 space of Twilight's 2000 milking farm.
Why
I
is he coming
refuse.
in
That's
right
too
at the
much.
milking farm part? God damn it. I thought that slid free.
Oh, Squid came in at just the right time, everybody.
The space must flow.
Oh dear.
But if you want another really cringy one for you, hold on. Let me grab the name
Oh,
of it for you.
God, why is this a thing that's happening?
You guys torment me all the
Because
time
it's
with
the
the
end
AI.
of spooky season.
This is what you get for demanding I turned up tonight, Parallax. You
fine.
make
And-
mistakes.
That's fine. Everything's
As
fine.
an avid-
Nothing's wrong.
Reader myself, we find cringy shit and it's fun to share.
Yes.
But hold on. What's it called?
This is not doing what I wanted to do. Let's try it on this side. Because I don't have a texture pad handy, but I do have sandpaper, and that's textured in paper.
Nun Milk is periodically Iden's stream, yes. Though I suspect once he's back from Location Redacted, it will be a bit more Nailbat stream before we return to the Nun Milk.
Well, we're closing in on the holiday season, so I wonder what kind of thing he's going to play then.
Oh goodness.
I
assume
don't
it's,
know.
I assume it's going to be the painted world sections of Dark Souls.
You could probably very easily convince him to play any FromSoft game. He is
Okay,
a
I'm going to convince
massive
him.
FromSoft
I'm going to
fanboy.
convince him to play Armored Core 1.
We probably have the capacity to do that.
On the original PlayStation.
You are cruel and unusual.
We knew
Be
that.
fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't look into that. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Just
fine.
have to deal with 9 ball. It's not an issue.
It's just a minor reactor leak.
Who is this? What's your identification?
Boring conversation anyway.
Blow!
We're gonna have company.
I just hope that if he does decide to change games, he gives me some prior warning so I can do some art for it.
Okay, so I found it.
What
There's
is it?
2 of them for you.
Two
And this
of
is gonna go for those of you who are in the Aux and know me and my dinosaur games. You're gonna understand in just a second. So the first one is in the Velociraptor's nest.
I
Oh, boy.
am unfortunately aware of this because I remember when this shit started getting media attention.
Uh-huh.
It was about 10 years ago, And I'm unhappy that I know all of this because this went from dinosaur romance novels to cryptid romance novels very
Yes.
quickly.
Yes, it
So-
did. The second one for you there is Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer.
I hate that.
I'm
I saw
waiting for you to
exactly
tell
where
me
that
that
was
these are by
going.
Chuck Tingle so I can relax, but I know these aren't going to be by Chuck Tingle so I can relax.
No. I think the Allosaurus one is by like Lola something.
No, it's not by Chuck Tingle. I have to bring back an old meme. It's by Chuck Testa.
Nope. Chuck Desta.
I have read a Chuck Tingle book to the book club. I read them Harriet Porber and the Paris Orlifer.
Lovely wife,
Okay,
I hope
yes.
you're still listening. Wait a minute. Squick says those legs are not rated for those components. Ticket that man. Oh, he's complaining about
He's talking about
Nineball.
Nine Ball.
He's talking.
Yeah, he's talking about Nine Ball. You're okay.
Okay. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Everyone, calm down.
Wait, is he the one that did something about scary stories and tingling butts?
Yes.
Okay,
that will be
then I
Chuck Tingle.
have
He has a series.
then I have read his stuff.
Yes, he's
I really
very
hope my
aware of
lovely
what he's
wife is
doing. He
still
just has a
listening
good
to
time.
um,
Squick is commenting, how dare Chuck Testa have the audacity to apparently be a reasonably decent writer? I know nothing of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Not terrible. He is definitely a male romance author, which is a different style, but yes.
He's self-aware of what he's doing,
He
which makes
is!
all of the difference.
Hashtag boobs.
Kai, if I end up doing more splash art for Iden with whatever he does next, I will very happily add you to it.
Oh dear. Oh dear. A ghostly chortling cameo. Yeah, that's fair. Everything's fair. Everything's wrong.
Mm-hmm. That is Kai's job, is to turn up and be the peanut gallery.
Okay.
On behalf of all of us.
To turn up and make everything just slightly worse?
Turn up the awful radio.
Yes, Squick is right. I'm not going to read that out because TOS, but yes, that is a perfectly reasonable title for a Chuck Tingle book.
What the hell?
If you've never read Chuck Tingle, you should. At least one. Just pick one and enjoy. It's a good time.
This turned into a weird show.
I'm hold on. I'm sensing a little bit of fetishism there.
It would be, except he's self-aware, and that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'd warned you. This is what you get for inviting me on. We end up talking about nonsense.
Listen. I go through a rotation of my co-hosts
You
for
do.
the purposes of keeping things fresh. Now, is this what I was counting on? No, it was not. However, I will accept it because this is definitely fucking variety. And in fact, it is variety of fucking, I guess.
Lady Red,
Yes.
I was in drama and in band back in high school. When it came down to what happened in the green room, it stayed in the green room. And this is nowhere near as bad as some of the stuff that was said and happened in the green room.
I believe you. I very much believe
Hey,
you.
everybody, here's my arm while I reach past my camera to try to find a particular paint.
Oh, hey, there's Pistol.
Nope. All I have to say is sexual position contest. Fully clothed, sexual position contest. And the atomic pacemaker one.
No comment.
I choose
Okay.
not to engage.
TOS, hold on. I'm stopping that before we go down another path.
We are not going anywhere. That is the last I am saying of it.
The nice thing about writing and
it's right
talking
there.
about
I'm
bad books and the like is that you can do all sorts of things with bad media from that, and nobody really yells at you for it, and you could just enjoy yourself. When you try and do the same with art, you can't do that. So I'm really glad I have both skill sets that I work in. Because if you start criticizing art and fixing things and working on stuff, people get all offended, and it's a problem.
Red, you're familiar with the art of Brandon Bird, right?
Probably. Then the name is.
Give me a moment, because like I feel like Brandon Bird is a version of what you're saying, where it's self-aware, patently ridiculous art done in a very, very expert style, but fucking ridiculous.
See, making ridiculous art is a great thing, and everybody should do that. That's just fun. That was how I got started with all of you crazy people, Hunchnut.
Mhm.
So I'm all on board for dumb art. It's just you can't criticize dumb art in the same way you can dumb writing.
This is very true.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to take an opportunity right now where I go back to the screen where I get to show you what I'm looking at. And I'm going to show you the first piece of Brandon Bird art that always comes to my mind that I've been looking at since college. Okay, are you ready? This is traditional media. I, in fact, believe this is oil on canvas. Okay?
Okay.
That one.
Waiting. Oh. Interesting.
Patently ridiculous concept. By the way, Christopher Walken building Optimus Prime in his garage. The name of the piece is Lazy Sunday Afternoon. Now, what else does he have?
You need to understand.
Also,
someone had to build Prime.
This is his Christmas card this year.
I did see the Christmas card one. It's very cool. I like that.
That's neat.
What was the other? I swear I had something else pulled up there. Where did it go?
Is that Mr. T as a cardinal?
Yes.
It's a Timus card.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at his bestsellers real quick. Yeah, there we go. There's the Uncanny Valley painting.
Oh my god, that would be a lazy Sunday afternoon. Son of a bitch. It's the chronic What-Cults of Narnia.
Yeah.
Hello, Pistol.
Hey, you just need to realize that would just simply make him Optimus Prime.
Some
Brandon.
effort.
Thank you.
Brandon,
Thank you,
what
Squick.
the fuck? What the fuck is... What the... Oh, okay.
Spaghetti. Engage.
Oh, good God. Just...
Oh, hold on.
Why Long Marty?
When wearing towels? I don't even...
Engaged.
Long Marty.
Long Marty.
Yep.
There's Surf Wharf.
Nunchucks.
There's a llama.
I see...
oh wait, crime
killing
fighters.
machine?
This was an important one. In the criminal justice system, there are three sides to the coin, where there's the police that investigate crimes, the prosecutors that prosecute those crimes, and there's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, These are their stories.
These are their stories, because Batman.
Of course.
I mean, what else would you have there? Long Marty's not as cursed as Long Furbenmech. No, he is not. But what
Long
is?
Furbenmech might be getting a redesign December.
Oh,
I might be seeing what I can do, and I have some terrible ideas.
Oh no, not the
penis banana
Furbinator.
mech thing again.
Well, part of me wants to do biblically accurate Long
Whoa!
Furbenmech. Part of me wants to do pork toaster Long Furbenmech, and part of me thinks that these two might be the same thing.
Oh, I am not happy with it. I need you to do me one favor and make sure it's something that can be turned into a model, okay? Because I'm gonna get asked about it.
Hey,
I'll try.
Just as a quick thing here, Red. There is a very, very, very simple statement that I believe covers this, and it's why not both?
Porque no los dos?
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but depending on how the next month or so goes and what else I have left to finish up, I might try and revisit the Furban for the.
This needs to be a touch darker. I have this paint here that is very confusing. Pro Acryl Transparent Black, because black is transparent.
It can be. It's normally not, but you can make it.
Damn. Oh, it's clogged. I just need this a little bit darker so I can get some shadows on. I'm definitely cheating here, just so everybody knows. This is definitely cheating, but that's okay because art is about cheating, right, Red?
Correct. Absolutely.
I'm going to work in some OSL here real quick because Warlex loves OSL.
We have been informed that we have 10 minutes to finish violating the TOS.
Now, listen to me. Who's telling us that? Night Owl? Night Owl.
Night Owl.
Night Owl. I started like 10 minutes early because I had to wait on a stream key. So nobody's after me anyway.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So I can continue to hold people hostage.
A lack of sleep.
I would like you to know that I'm doing my bestest here because I could be playing the Monster Hunter Wilds beta right now, but you guys are more important.
Well, that's very.
I mean, as it is, no one is after us, and the fact that currently BPL Con is going on, no one's going to be after us anyway.
Yeah. I've been noticing that Tex is talking about on the Patreon actually making a BeepleCon, and I don't know what to make of this yet. There are no details. There are no details, chat. There's nothing for me to tell you.
It's all talk at the moment.
So before anybody gets too excited, no, there's nothing here yet, but he's talking about it. And no, I don't have any more information than you have.
Pure speculations at the moment.
You've done it. You've done it.
What have I done?
You've unleashed the beast to the audience.
But
now they're all going to believe that we have this information, even though none of us do.
Lady Red has this information. Ask her.
I had to reread Squick's comment twice to make sure I was reading that right. I'm not saying it out loud.
Rip ass and lick glass. That's the BPL promise. I put my phone in my mouth. I can do both at once.
I had to read it twice because that's not what I thought he said.
I am now wondering, did he actually say that, or did somebody get a hold of his phone? And either one of those things is possible.
Yeah.
Considering the people he is currently in the company of. But it could be either one. That's kind of the distressing thing, is we don't know. Okay.
Are you guys... Cookie? Are you still in the chat?
I missed Cookie in chat. When was Cookie?
Cookie was there for a minute.
Cookie was there for a bare instant.
Oh, Werlin's there.
Okay.
You guys are you still at the main place of hanging out?
You're still at BeepleCon headquarters? Or have you retreated to BeepleCon retreat? Does nobody tell Diggs I'm going to knock him out and take his wallet because Gummy told me to.
Yes, that was exactly the words Gummy used, certain.
It was.
Wow. Uh-huh.
No more questions. I break your hands.
You've already stomped on my foot!
Hey,
do not!
I haven't done anything like that for a year.
It has been a year. You are correct.
You can't
that
be
means
mad
it's
at me
time for your
anymore.
annual foot stomping again,
That's
then.
right. If she'd show up, then I'd be happy to step on her foot again.
You're going to have to wait an entire year unless something happens between then and now.
Well, I mean, I can't promise I'm going to be there next year because I'm really looking at moving in 6 months. And, like, it'll be a substantial move, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, and if you move, I might actually be able to visit you.
I mean, it will still be about a 12-hour drive for you, but yes, it will be much better than the roughly 36-hour drive you would have to make right now.
Woo.
I will have fingers crossed that maybe you'll be able to make it next year, because next year is the first time I will be able to make it.
We kept trying to talk you into coming this year, but no, I've got puppies.
Couldn't. Yeah, I have a pregnant little girl on my hip. At least we think she's pregnant. We're not certain right now, but we're pretty sure she's pregnant.
Oh, fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
There's so much pregnancy in the air right now. It is insane. Do not drink the water.
Why is there pregnancy in the air? This is troubling.
Pregnant in the air. Everywhere I look around.
On the upside, at least where Sarah and Pip are concerned, this was extremely planned and we have put everything into place for it. This was not an accident.
They didn't plan it, but it was planned.
They were quite happy. Well, I actually, no, they weren't quite happy the first 2 times. Some comfort was needed. Turns out
Oh.
dogs are bumbling teenagers too the first time.
Oh.
Little girl was not impressed.
That's a way to put that.
We have friends who have bred dogs in the past, and I'm also in contact with the breeders that we got Pip from. And one of the people that I was talking to was talking about her female that she bred for getting puppies. And she said, yeah, my female absolutely hated it as well. Every time that they did the deed, she never got over it. Ceres now is fine. She's like, this is fine. This is my boyfriend. This is fine. But the friend's dog never got over it and would just glare daggers at the owner. She said, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that dog was a lesbian.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to throw this out there because my family, when I was growing up, raised dogs, and it was English Bulldogs. English Bulldogs have an interesting biology. They are so bred toward a very particular body type. They are no longer capable of performing the task by themselves most of the time.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have that problem.
So we had a breeder that we took the dogs to. So we didn't have to deal with that, but yeah. Also, bulldogs, not great mothers as it turns out, but you know.
And aren't they also, you have to cesarean?
Most of the time, yes, because otherwise the heads of the puppies are too big to actually make we'll say, exit.
The exit.
I'm so glad I have beagles. They are a very sensible breed.
You can't hear my phone going off, can you?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Can you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just a creep. I'm a weirdo. The hell am I even doing here?
Why are we all here? Chat, why are you here?
Hey, you know what? You don't belong here, Para.
Just confirming, because text his phone has... Wait. Night Owl, you can hear it?
I can't hear it.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, either way, Diggs is texting me back, and I currently have, what the hell is it? The
stream key?
You know the spooky orchestral...
Spooky, scary,
the Kata...
Nope, don't know so far. Okay, I'm going to stop here before I screw this up. But this is where we've gotten tonight, everybody. We've painted it. We've done a little bit of highlighting. We've definitely done some shadows. But then we have gone back through and we have added some object source lighting on it with the airbrush to give the ice and the pumpkin some glow and some more shadow so that the glow actually shows up. This is where we are.
Yes. The pumpkin glow.
Very good.
Jack the pumpkin glow. So we're going to
Still
go ahead.
hugs for everyone.
Hugs for everyone. So that's where we are. Okay, Gummy, you were very excited about this when we started. What do you think? I need to clean up a few little dots
good.
here. So for an hour and a half on this, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
dropped
it's looking good, man.
The video in... God, my brain is not working!
In the holler.
I know that
In the
feeling.
holler, thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I got you.
Thank you.
Damn, I got a spot.
Werlin, what the hell am I trying to say over there? Werlin, Wookie, Warlax, do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I don't.
I knew the holler. This part, I'm trying to follow, and it is not.
It is not computing. I'm gonna send it to Para.
Oh god.
That is the thing I'm trying to tell you is my new flippin' ringtone.
Fugue.
Oh my god, my brain.
Oh, Takata and Fugue's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there's there's actually a rather complicated history on why we think that song is creepy. But we're at the end of our time slot, so I won't get into it. It mostly boils down to
Get into it. We have the time.
No,
they can't go anywhere.
I might be able to do this in about 30 seconds. As it turns out, historically, pipe organs are a weird instrument that is difficult to practice without everyone on Earth knowing. So the people that play pipe organs are like fucking recluses in solitude. Nobody actually knows, like, if like suddenly somebody shows up and they play, like, they've obviously been doing this. We don't know when they've been doing this. They just show up and they can, and it only works in fucking one place because it's such an enormous set of fucking instruments that requires lots and lots of shit to make work, because especially like medieval Renaissance pipe organs, it required people to work bellows to make it work.
And they would have specific rooms that the pipes live in because there's so many of them and they're so huge.
Yep.
Exactly. So like you would have these people that if they did this, they were either rich enough to afford not only the organ, but the time and the people to make this happen, or, I don't know, the devil did it for them. So, like, there's not much in between here. So, organs kind of became associated with either high church music or people were leery about the people that played it. There was no in between.
So I can tell you, from my time scrolling on the Tick of Talk, I follow a lady who actually is a instructor, and all of her time for her education for her underlings are at night in churches.
Yes, a lot of that was the case at the time, so nobody was awake for it.
Yep.
Yes. And also, there are other parts of this where when we look at the modern places we tend to find pipe organs, what do you think of? Like, where do you think most pipe organs in the United States are?
On your cell phone.
Ballparks.
That makes sense, actually.
They are in ballparks because early on in the 20th century, they were used a lot in movie theaters to add music over silent films. But then talkies became a thing and recordings became a thing. So those people got cycled out of having a job, but you could have a ballpark that could host a pipe organ and they could play music at the ballpark. So it just kind of happened.
Yeah, that makes sense. The kind of buildings that would have the space for it.
So that has been your weird diatribe on pipe organs for
We
Halloween.
went to some strange places tonight. I'm proud of us.
And not all the strange places that I mentioned last night to Para that I wanted to visit. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go into cryptid lore and spooky stories.
I am very sorry.
That's good. We got distracted.
Well,
and I
you
am
know,
absolutely...
At some point, we will learn all about Gummy's encyclopedic knowledge of the Mothman.
I would love to learn more about cryptids from Gummy because I identify as a cryptid. I am an art cryptid. So tell me all the things.
I am down for this.
This will be an interesting conversation. I want to be in on it because I also have some bizarre knowledge on such things, but I bet Gummy might have more. Guys, it is after our time slot. Warlax is also a cryptid, and we're going to call it a night.
Hey, I'm a cryptid because you guys are all talking. I don't want to talk over you. That's all.
Well, I mean, you're also just a cryptid. It's fine. You talk for the trees.
Well, yes, I guess I can be considered a cryptid, but that's because I live in a place that no one else wants to.
Like a cryptid. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Story time with Gummy. That sounds awesome. Okay, at some point we'll have Gummy back and we'll have
clearly
story time
we
with
need
Gummy.
to do a cryptid stream.
Cryptid stream. Cryptid
Yeah.
stream. This is a thing now. We're going to pick a night and we're just going to do cryptid stream. That's
That would
strangely
be
difficult to say.
a blast.
All right.
Ooh,
Cryptid stream?
and we should have like little
Ohio.
icons.
Actually, very strangely close to Ohio.
Well, I am reminded when I was talking about Athens earlier. I've mentioned this on stream before. Athens also hosts to a fucking enormous immediately post Civil War era insane asylum that was operating up through like the late 80s, and that place is haunted as fuck.
How do you feel about maybe doing Christmas cryptid?
Well, if I'm around for it, that sounds great. I will be away for about 3 weeks from late December to early January. But if we can work it in,
If
I'm thrilled
we
to do
pick
it.
a time around then I might be able to do us some adorable cryptid icons to come and talk about cryptids. But
On board.
I refuse to draw in November. November is writing month, so I cannot do it until December.
I call being on Cryptid Stream. I want to be there.
Man, I feel like Cryptid Stream can be a night where, like, it could probably be during the time when I am not at home, and just, take along some computers and stuff, and we just sit around and talk about this. And
Yeah.
it'll be like a podcast.
Yeah.
Not that this show's not already like a podcast. Thank you, fucking Squick.
Hold on. Red, I'm sorry. Can we get a poster for Cryptid Stream?
That's a lot of
So
work.
long, it's fine as long as you'd expect me to do the work in December. I refuse to do any art in November. That is my writing month. But if it's in December, I can probably do some.
Okay.
That's a lot of work. We're not going to ask that of you, Red.
Well, okay. So
It all depends on how much detail you want. Because if it's like the wrestling posters, those take me like a day.
okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and go out. But
Yes, we can argue about this later.
yes, because it is Halloween night, we're going to go out on the spooky again. So here
Oh.
we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, howdy there. I'm Apocalypse Jim, Hell's Ranch Hand, King of the Infernal Frontier. Welcome, wanderers, to the edge of the unknown, where the very air trembles with forgotten truths and unspeakable horrors. You know, cattle out here don't just moo. They whisper secrets of the abyss, and I reckon they know things about folks that even the stars don't want to hear. You ever seen a shadow that's a little too long, or felt the ground tremble just before the world starts to forget you? Folks think I'm just a simple ranch hand, but I've got my hands in the soil of existence itself. Every laugh I share is just a reminder that the darkness is never too far behind. But don't you fret none, I'm just here to chat. Tonight, as the shadows stretch and writhe like secrets buried deep in your mind, I reckon you've come to take some Halloween revelry. Just a reminder, the veil between worlds is as thin as a whisper, and the echoes of the lost call out to us all. Hope you're ready for the things that go bump in the night, because they might just be longing for your company. I trust you've had a frightfully delightful time, filled with chills that claw at your very soul. I'll be watching from the corners of your dreams, just waiting for our paths to cross again. Until then, keep your lanterns lit and your fears close, because you never know when the darkness might come calling.
Like a, oh, that would be kind of cool. It's not